welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Q&A for you guys because, as you might be able to tell by my voice, I'm a little bit sick right now after Bonnaroo got the festival flu, we like to call it. So when I'm feeling a little under the weather or I'm just trying to talk to you guys a little bit, I do a Q&A. So that's what I'm doing today. I asked for you guys to send me questions on Twitter with the hashtag AskMeghanHughes, and this is what you guys asked. First question comes from ASAP Greg, and he asks, if I were to start listening to SZA, which song should I listen to? I'm so honored you're asking me. Okay, well, first off, Sobriety, best song ever. Had a moment with her singing that at Coachella, best moment of my life. 2, Advil, such a good song. 3, Ice Moon, oh my god, amazing. 4, Warm Winds, I would say is pretty much a banger. It has Isaiah Rashad in there as well, so good. And then 5, let's just go ahead and say Sweet November, because that's just like such a jazzy tune. Sweet, sweet November, you know, that's me being SZA. All right, moving on. This is the second question from a boy. I'm getting really excited over here. Not many boys watch my videos, so like, yes. Brett asks, are you going to be having any merch that is more suited for guys, like any hats or bracelet type things? Yes, Brett, I will indeed. Because I'm realizing now more so that not all boys want to rock like a flower shirt or like a yellow and pink hoodie. But I mean, some boys do, and like, that's amazing if you do, I love you. But you know, we gotta make something for everyone, Meg. Get with it, you know? So I'm gonna get with it. I am going to be making some caps very soon. I'm like making the idea in my head right now, and like I know what I want to do, so yes, I'll have those. But yeah, the answer to this question is just yes. Kylie asks, go-to road trip album, and definitely I'm gonna have to say anything by the Lumineers. Their first album, I think it's just called The Lumineers. I don't really think it has a name. And then they just put out another album this year actually called Cleopatra, and it's so incredible. Oh my god. I'm actually going to be making a playlist of like the best of 2016 albums thus far, and I'm gonna put that on Spotify. So that playlist will probably be up by the time I put this video up, so I'll link it down below, baby. Kells asked, if you could only watch one TV series for the rest of your life, what would you choose? New Girl. Are you kidding me? New Girl, New Girl, New Girl. That is the best show I've ever watched in my whole entire life. When it ended on Netflix for me, because I haven't seen season 5, I think that one just aired on TV, hasn't come to Netflix yet, but I'm just so excited for it to watch next season. The end of season 4 was just like, what? Are you kidding me? Oh, I love those shows that just kind of leave you on a cliffhanger and you're just like really ready to see where it goes next. I've never been this emotionally attached to TV show characters in my whole entire life, and that show makes me laugh out loud, like crying laughing. Schmidt is the funniest character of all time. If you watch New Girl 2 and you ever want to like chat about it, hit me up on Twitter, even in like the comments of videos. I would love to talk to you about, you know, Nick and Jess, Cece and Schmidt, Winston and his cat, just really all of the above. Amy asks, what are your fave songs to sing to in the car? And I actually have a playlist for these. I think I have a playlist for everything. Like, hold on 2 seconds. You know those songs that you just know that you sing well? These are those songs for me. So Ride This Out by Imaginary Cities is a true banger. Reno by Wild Child, also a banger. Rivers and Roads by The Head and the Heart is just incredible, and Toothpaste Kisses by the Maccabees is also A1. So those are my go-to like sing your heart out songs. Catherine asks, favorite moment from Bonnaroo? And I have an answer for you, and I'm really glad that you asked this. When Gina and I were leaving the Wolfpack set, we went alone, so we were leaving alone of course, and we were running over to go see Wet perform. And you know in elementary school and like preschool when they had those giant parachutes and they would like throw them up and everybody would like run under the parachute, they were doing that in the crowd, and so when we were running through the crowd we like sprinted underneath one of those and we were like crouched down just like, and that was literally my favorite memory from Bonnaroo because it was just so cute. It was one of those moments where you're like, what just happened? Like, that was so awesome. So yes, that was the one. All right, Kira asks, how tall are you? For reals, I've always wondered. I'm 5'3". I'm a little bit of a puny girl. Faith asks, what is one thing that you wish you had known in high school? I actually want to make a whole entire video on this because I want to make like a letter to my younger self, because there are so many things that I would have told myself if that were possible for me, future me, to tell past me what to do. So give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see that, kind of like a letter to my high school self, my middle school self, just my younger self in general. I think I could give couple of good tips. But as for just one thing that I would tell you guys in high school or myself in high school back in the day is just, you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You don't have to do anything for anybody else, you know? Like, just do you, and that's fine. I think a lot of high school kids struggle with like finding themselves and what's cool and what's right. And there is no right or wrong way to live your life, dude. Just be nice, be kind, and just be passionate about what you do, okay? That's my advice. Riles asks, if you could live in one event in history, what event event would it be and why? I was playing back and forth between two answers for this question. First, I would say Woodstock, because that festival would just be wild. Like, I wish I could have lived during that time. And then the second one is probably when women got the right to vote. I would love to be in that moment when women found out that they could vote. Tana asks, when is the next merch gonna be out? Ready to spend my moolah. That's funny. Thank you for saying that. The next merch is going to be out. I'm gonna just go ahead and say August 1st. I like to do drops at the beginning of the months. So I did my first drop February 1st, and then the second drop was the beginning of May. And so I do kind of like a 3-month time span. So I'm thinking August, but if my ideas get kind of like pushed right when I get back home and we get the ball rolling and, you know, things are printed and things are out and I'm ready to put them up, then hey, who knows, maybe they'll be up sooner. But for now, I'm just gonna say August. I'm currently playing around with like 2 ideas for the next drop, whether it be stuff for your head or stuff for your feet. So let me know in the comments which one you would rather have. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I think I just spoiled both of them. Caroline asks, who is your favorite underrated SpongeBob character? Obviously, Fred my leg. Are you kidding? He's an icon.
Rev up those fryers, because I am sure hungry for one. Help! Help! My leg!
This is kind of an interesting question that I definitely wanted to answer, and it comes from Jennifer, and she says, you've got such a hippie vibe, which is cool, so how do you stay grounded in a city like LA where it's so flashy? So I'm kind of taking this one as a compliment. The fact that you think I have a hippie vibe is always nice to hear, you know? Just those posy vibes, man. Me, makes fun of myself. But really though, I was actually talking to somebody about this the other day, because we were talking about how different LA is than Georgia. And I actually got another question asking if I preferred LA life over Georgia life. And I can't pick one out of the two because they both have their sides that I love. In LA, I love where my work is and I love my friends and I love being surrounded by that kind of motivating energy where everybody is doing something. When I'm in LA, I feel like I'm on my game. And when I'm in Georgia, it feels like a break from life where I just get to like see my family and hug my dogs and see my friends from high school and just like go to the river and like go to the trails that I know the best and just see all the green trees, and like nature is so tight here. I love Georgia for those reasons, but also LA has a lot of that too. Like I love LA's beaches and I love the hiking trails there too, and I love the family that I nanny for out there. So I don't know how to answer this question. She said, how do I stay grounded amongst all the flashiness? I guess it's because I just kind of know who I am. Even though everybody around me is so motivated and doing so many things in LA, I don't feel like I have to prove myself. The only person I really feel like I have to prove myself to is myself. So if I set a goal for myself, then it's really only for myself. It's not so like, oh, look at what I'm doing, you know? It's not like the braggy aspect of life. It's like, I just want to make shit happen. I think that meditation helps me a lot with staying grounded. I think that having a good friend group in LA really helps me out a lot. I think just having a really good group of people is really essential for life in general, and you don't have to contribute to any of the flashy shit if you don't want to, you know? Like, just live life for you. All right, the last question, which isn't really a question, is from Erin, and she says, use this as a segue to end your video. So thank you, Erin. If you guys enjoyed this Q&A, give it a big thumbs up for me. I make videos every Wednesday, so you know, subscribe to see them. I also put up videos on my other channel, and I'm doing Sister Summer right now, which is like, I vlog every other day. So those are happening. Just been uploading a lot, so just stay tuned. I love you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Okay, stay smiling. Bye.
I'll be the earth to ground you from the chaos all around.